Oh, hi. My name's Ian Stanley with Stability Entertainment. And in this week's episode, we're going to be talking about a technological advancement that started back in 1947. That's right, video games. Are they good or evil? Stay tuned to hear our opinion. So let's face it, you've heard it from mom and dad, your friends, and even your nosy, over-concerned neighbor that you're not getting anything from playing video games and you're not learning anything. Don't believe them, because there's actually a lot of positive aspects that you can get from playing a video game, and here's your chance to prove them wrong. So let's start off with a couple of facts on the demographic of gamers. The average gamer is actually about 37 years old and has been playing video games for about 12 years. 82% of gamers are 18 and older, and almost half of all gamers are female. With this aside, let's move on to how video games can positively affect your life. Here's a brief overview of what we're going to be talking about today. There are so many ways that video games can positively affect your life. Some of these ways include decision making, risk taking, problem solving, social improvements, and even improvements to your own health. No joke. So let's get started with decision making. In most games today, the power is put in the hands of the player. You are given an option or question in which the answer you choose is going to determine what happens next. Understanding how to weigh the value of each option is a skill that's needed to succeed, and is a skill that can easily be picked up by simply playing a video game. So next up are social improvements. Video games are a great way for people to connect with their friends and family. The ESA released a survey stating that 57% of parents believe that video games help their families connect better, and 54% of parents say that it helps their children connect better with their friends. Playing video games is also a great way for you to pick up some problem-solving skills. In any game, you're given a quest or a task, and then you're left with the objective of completing and solving it. And these are skills that can be used in your everyday life, whether you're at work, at school, or even at home with your family. Problem-solving is definitely key to learning. Another skill that can be developed through playing video games through the Wii, Kinect, or PlayStation Move is hand-eye coordination. A study from the Archives of Surgery found that surgeons who regularly play video games are generally more skilled at laparoscopic surgery. It's pretty amazing, right? So here's something that you probably didn't already know. Playing video games, more so in action games, can actually help improve your eyesight. As you'll see in the quote, researchers at the Nottingham University found that playing 1 hour of an action video game can do for your eyesight what an eye patch will do in 400 hours. Yes, you read it correctly. Video games have been proven to increase and boost your brain's efficiency. CNN did a report that showed that first-person shooter games can increase the brain's capacity to spread attention over a wide range of events. There are also a lot of ways to improve your fitness while playing video games. These relate back to the Nintendo Wii, the Xbox Kinect, and the PlayStation Move. Playing these games are great ways to stay in shape and be fit while enjoying the entertainment of some of your favorite video games. Continuing from the last slide when we were talking about fitness, there's more developments in the gaming industry such as the Wii Fit's balance board that are a great way to help improve your balance and have more control over your body. And training with consoles like these has been quoted to help slow down the decline of some functional disabilities. Violent video games have been the talk of the game industry for years now, and have been the blame for a lot of the actions that happen all across the world. When the fact is that violent video games can actually serve as a hub for people and gamers to take their anger and frustration out in the game instead of on the street. Teamwork is an attribute that is used everywhere, in school, at your workplace, with your friends and family, and whether you're in a major league gaming team or you're just sitting on the couch with your friends and family at home, video games definitely instill the power of teamwork into us and show us the importance of it in our lives. So video games are also a great way to help improve your concentration and memory. Scientists ran a research on students who had ADHD versus students who didn't have ADHD, and after a couple of weeks with one group playing video games and one group not, the higher test scores came from the children who actually did play the video games. So you know it's true when you ask any kid, they're always going to pick that they'd rather be playing a video game than reading a book. But there's actually a lot of reading comprehension skill that you can gain from playing a game, especially with the new role-playing games and adventure games that come out today. There's a lot of reading involved, and you can really improve your reading comprehension skills. So believe it or not, video games are actually a great tool for gaining general knowledge in any subject in schools, and the schools are starting to notice this and incorporate games into their classrooms. And no, I'm not just talking about Leapfrog back in kindergarten. There are a lot of games that can be incorporated into multiple grade levels and can teach a lot of subjects and help the students out a lot. So though I've never been through an interview that actually did this, I read an article where there's been employers actually ask about their employees' gaming habits in an interview, and even using video games to help train their employees into different fields. So gaming has definitely stepped into the workplace, which is interesting. So the last thing that we're going to talk about with video games and how they can positively affect your life is creativity. And games, it falls into art, music, education, and anything you can think of. Games are very inspiring, and they can definitely instill creativity into you and help you to be more creative. So after viewing the presentation, I hope that you've learned that there's a lot more to video games than just button pushing. And now you can go back to your friends and your family and that over-concerned, nosy neighbor across the street and give them the facts, the truth, that video games are good, not evil.